Hey everyone, this is a video on how to add a timeshare to a contact. Now the easiest way to do that is from your home screen or from the actual contact. If you click on the actual contact, it will originally take you to the viewing page of the contact. So on the viewing page of the contact, you will not be able to add a timeshare. You actually need to go to the edit page of the contact. Now what that means is the edit page actually has drop downs right off of the bat. You can edit the entire page, and on top of that it will have the option to click here to actually select the timeshare for each individual timeshare that you're working with. So I'm going to add a sixth timeshare to this individual resort. So what I do is I click here, and what that does is pull up a new tab where it actually has this individual screen. So now what I want to do here is change this drop down to contains, because this will make it so if the actual timeshare contains this word, it will actually pull up the actual timeshare. So now because of that, you actually want to make sure that you're choosing some type of unique name or location for the timeshare. And so I'm going to type something in, and one key thing about this system is that you must make sure that you're capitalizing the first letter of the word. So I'm going to type in Wyndham, and you'll see, and if I just hit the enter button, it will refresh the page, or I can hit refresh. And now what that does is refresh with all of these Wyndhams. So anything that contains Wyndham in the entire category, it will refresh and it will actually pull up all of them. So that's too many for me to find. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to Waikiki and see if that limits my actual list. So I type in Waikiki. Now I only have quite a few, or just a little bit of individual Waikiki timeshares. I see Wyndham at Waikiki Beach. I'm going to go ahead and select this, and once I actually select it in the drop down, it brings me to this page. If I click on the actual timeshare, it automatically populates it into timeshare 6. So that is how you select the timeshare. Now let's say you selected the wrong one, or if you need to add another. Again, you click to select the timeshare. You change the drop down to contains, and you type in something that is unique. So I'm going to type in Mackay, and it's going to pull up one of these Mackay. Now if it's not Mackay and I want something in Princeville, I type in Princeville, hit enter again, or refresh. Do not hit go. If you hit go, it will pull up the first resort and it will take you to the next page. So you need to make sure you hit refresh. So I typed in Princeville, I hit refresh. It brings up anything in Princeville. Alright, now if I'm looking for something else, let's say it is in North Carolina. This system doesn't have the state, so I'm going to type in something in North Carolina. Let's go for a blue-green resort. And those aren't in North Carolina, so maybe Atlantic City. So again, just make sure that you guys are actually selecting or choosing something that is actually a timeshare in our system, and you need to make sure that you actually search by something that is unique. Alright, so if I type in Woodbourne, it's going to give me Woodbourne Travel International, and it's going to give me other Woodbournes that are on the forbidden list. So make sure you're typing in something unique, and the timeshare will pull right up for you guys. We have over 3,000 timeshares throughout this system. Hi everyone, this video is for the Internet Sales Division, and this is the explanation on how to finalize one of your webinars, and it's how to mark the actual attendee status, and you can mark whether or not your webinar actually showed to their appointment. So starting from the main page here, we're going to go ahead and click on the calendar tab. So you want to go to your calendar. Now once you're in your calendar, you want to click on the bottom right underneath these two smaller calendars. You want to click on show full list, and when you click on show full list, it will take you to a page that looks exactly like this. Now the default for this drop down up here is My Open Tasks. What I'm going to do is change that to whichever I'd like. So we have the options of today's webinars, webinars in the next 2 weeks, webinars in the last 7 days, the last month, and my webinars will be all webinars, whether it's past, present, or future. So I'm going to go ahead and select today's webinars. Now this will give me a list of all of the webinars that I have set for today. So I only have one set, Now, from this actual list, I can click on the contact to go directly to the contact. I can click on the keynotes to go directly to the actual appointment. And from this list on this page, if I click beneath the webinar status, it will give me a drop down where I can mark this appointment as to whether or not it attended with decision makers, without decision makers, or whether or not it attended at all. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this one did not attend. I'm going to go ahead and check this box. And now this webinar is marked as not attended, and it is finalized. So again, from the main page, I go to the calendar. I click on Show Full List. I go to Today's Webinars, and I can see a list of all of today's webinars. If I want to see everything for the next 2 weeks, I just take it to this drop down, and it will show me any other webinars that I have so far for the next couple weeks.